Shalom, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that told me this truth that we will. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kwadash Payam. And as you can see here, it's a quick article. A brief power surge across parts of New York. Smoke at Brooklyn substation, right? And different places, you've been hearing reports, different states of outages for different reasons. And it's funny because this happens after the flick on Netflix came out, Leave the World Behind, you know, which is predictive programming, right? Because they show you these things, even with the Teslas, right, where they want to recall most of the Teslas, and then in the flick you see most of the Teslas basically, you know, shut down, and they had to rescue people here stuck because there was power outages. So, you know, almost everything runs on the electrical grid, you know. Gas stations, pumps, elevators, you know, so wherever you at that moment, you can be stuck. And this is why the scriptures even speak of the prophecy of a man shall desire to go into the city and won't be able, right? And that brings me to this, where you have state closes westbound lanes of I-95 Washington Bridge after public safety alert. You know, and they say it might be 2 to 3 weeks that it may be closed because of what they say, I forget the reason. Basically, putting people on high alert, right, for safety measures. So let's go back to this, the outages, because what? We headed to some dark times, man. You know, and I was just telling somebody that on my way over here to get, you know, service, right, where he had a sign, stop killing each other, and I was explaining to him how it's going to get worse, and Lord willing, I planted a seed in him, but a lot of people are unaware that things are about to get drastically intense. You know, even every kingdom that we was in, the way the Lord brought us out, through famines, through dark times, through pestilence, you know, bloodshed, riots, wars. You see? So, real quick, this is Exodus chapter 10, verse 23. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. And we in modern day Egypt, which is Mizraim, synonymous for bondage. It was brought over here in ships, right? It says, they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. 3 represents understanding. It says, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, and that's because they had faith, you know? And, well, a lot of them, you know, ended up being destroyed afterwards because they lost patience. But the point is that the Lord is going to have light in the dwellings of the elect. You know what I mean? Safety. The name of the Lord is our refuge, you know? And people are going to go in panic mode because just for this example with the outages, right? Which there's many movies and even the scriptures speak about it. You know, it's all prophetic. Those that are watching and praying understand that we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, you know, but it disrupts what? Food being preserved in refrigerators and supermarkets, right? People being able to cook. And one thing that I heard the dude say when I was speaking to him about the things that's coming, he said people are going to resort to their primal instinct, you know? And these people don't know how to set fires or do, you know, basic survival. People are going to panic. They're not going to have faith on the Lord. They're not going to know why everything's happening the way it's happening. You see? But then shall they know that a prophet was among them. Alright? It says what people were trapped. You know? And everything you see around you is snares and traps. And when all hell breaks loose, wherever you at, whatever spirit you in, whatever you trusting in, that's what you gonna die with, man. Especially if you love this world. You know? So this is the 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Alright, so we're in the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of all hell breaking loose, and is in front of everybody happening, and they still not taking heed. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So people are still not being mindful of the prophets, the prophecies that's happening. You know, the warnings. You know, the warnings is happening all around. You know, people are not aware. They don't care. They don't fear until it's too late. Just like as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, they were eating, drinking, marrying, giving in a marriage they knew not until the flood came. You know? Matter of fact, let's get another precept real quick. I want to get 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. And people are seeing troubled times, evil times, you know, and they're talking about things might get worse as we head towards 2024, you know, as far as different attacks and whatever, man. Alright, we know it's prophecy. Alright, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see? Why? Because of all these things, you're going to see civil unrest, and that's going to cause martial law, you know, things of that nature. Banks collapse. People are not going to know how to buy or sell, you know, because all this is leading to that final hour of temptation. Alright, as well also World War III. You see? So yeah, you have men, you know, niggas think they tough now and everything like that. So if the men is gonna be afraid in these times we're headed to, imagine the women. You know? Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Ain't gonna be no pity. You know, everybody shopping together, all, you know, love and dandy, right? But people's true colors are gonna come out when they can't eat, when they can't feed their children, you know? So that's why it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. People ain't gonna have pity upon each other. You know, they're gonna take what they need from each other to survive. You see, while the elect ain't gonna be touched, because we're gonna be, you know, have faith. We're preparing our minds through the spirit and power of Yahabashim Yahushua, Bashim Kadash. Preparing our minds, preparing our spirit. You know? Because we know what's coming, man. You see? People are gonna be, man, they're not gonna know what to do, where to go, who to call. Alright? That's why we gotta get this word now. The doors of repentance is closing. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Great tribulation is coming. So everybody's feasting now and partying. Alright. These people have but a short time. You know? It says, behold, saith God Yahweh, I will. Alright. That's the point on that. So, I just wanted to bring this out real quick. It says motorists on I-95 heading into Providence are bracing for longer commutes and massive disruptions for the next 2 to 3 weeks and beyond after the state abruptly closed the westbound lanes of Washington Bridge late Monday afternoon, saying it was at risk of a potential collapse, so to speak. Alright, so with that, I hope this was edifying. Quick update, prophetic events. Till next time, shalom.